Hello, my name is Lamont Henson, Communications and Community Relations Associate at PwC, and welcome to The FAQs, also known as Funneling All Questions. In this segment, we will attempt to enlighten our customers as well as address some best practices for your electric, water, and/or wastewater treatment services. Today's question that we'll be funneling: is there an issue flushing baby wipes or flushable wipes down the drain? Now, this question was posed by me. I'm relatively new to the utilities industry as a communicator, but I've been a customer since adulthood. So since joining PwC, that's forced me to examine my own best practices. So here we go. So let's get a little close and personal. We're all human, and quite frankly, nature calls. And sometimes after conducting business in the bathroom, you want that little extra feeling of cleanliness. So me personally, sometimes I would use a baby wipe in addition to toilet paper and would dispose of them the same way by simply flushing it. But am I doing the right thing? Joining me to answer that question is Kelly Scholars, a PwC Water Resources Equipment Operator. Kelly, am I doing the right thing by simply flushing a baby wipe or even a flushable wipe down the toilet?
Quite frankly, in my experiences of being in PwC on water resource construction and especially on the sewer department, we have encountered many different stoppages throughout my career here at PwC. And I know they say that a lot of wipes nowadays are very much flushable and they are septic safe, but myself, I highly recommend to not to flush wipes, because what eventually happens is once wipes go down in the sewer lines, they'll wound up either getting caught on either a small offset joint, or it may get caught around a root, or just in general, it may not make it all the way out of the lateral into the sewer main, and it eventually builds up. And once it builds up enough to where it gets really, really heavy to where the liquids will not be able to push the solids out to the sewer main, it actually causes a stoppage, which causes a lot of problems. So for to answer your question, whether they say it's septic safe or not, I highly recommend do not flush on wipes. Just once you take a wipe and you use it, dispose of it in the trash can and set it out, and so your local sanitary waste department can pick it up and take it to the landfill.
So what about grease in the kitchen? What would you recommend for disposal of that?
Whatever you do, do not flush grease down the drain, okay? What happens is when you pour grease down the drain, the grease is hot, okay? It doesn't always make it all the way out to the sewer main, all right? What happens is once grease starts to cool off and it gets cold, it starts to gel up, okay? And it starts to become solid. And over time, by repeatedly putting grease down the drain and by it gelling up, it eventually becomes a hard substance, and that also causes a blockage. Now, what we highly recommend is once you are done with your grease, take it and put it in something that could be thrown away in the trash. If you ask our local PwC office, we do have little small plastic containers that once you are done with your grease, you can let it cool off, pour it into the plastic container, cover it, and then just throw it in the trash and let the waste management pick it up and take it to the landfill.
Proper disposal methods can help protect our environment, our source of drinking water, as well as our own personal property. Now, as Kelly spoke about, you can dispose of your grease in these plastic containers, also known as fat trappers. They can be picked up here at the PwC Customer Service Center located at 955 Old Wilmington Road. You want to use best practices, and you want to always know and be informed. This segment has been The FAQs.